This is the AdHeroe Podcast, the podcast that reveals marketing tips, trends, and techniques by industry experts, insiders, and influencers. For years, AdSymble has helped businesses develop and launch campaigns to amplify their message, establish authority, and earn their lion's share of the market. This podcast will help you design and supercharge your plan to make an impact with valuable lessons you can apply in your business today. To get more information or start now, visit AdSymble.com. That's AdSemble.com. Let's get started.
Welcome to the AdHeroe Quick Hitter. My name is Gino Giovanni.
And I'm Matthew Livieri. Gino, I feel like we should have a special sound effect for the Quick Hitter. Maybe not the Rasta horn, maybe something else. What do you think?
We could do that. We could do some clapping, if you will.
Something that's symbolic of like a quick snippet, quick discussion.
That's right. Yeah, we're getting. There we go.
I like it.
We're trying to get better every time.
I like it. Okay, what are we talking about today on the special edition of the AdHeroe Podcast Quick Hitter?
Well, thanks to you. You brought up something that was not in my purview, which is NFL Plus. Yes, folks, the streaming services have expanded once again. And now your glorious NFL is now online, streaming 24/7. And you know where it's going to be at? All over your mobile phone.
For only $4.99 a month. That's right, folks. We wanted to jump on and do a quick hitter because here's another brand that is jumping on the Plus bandwagon. We've done numerous discussions over the last couple of seasons of the AdHeroe Podcast talking about networks who are getting on this tip. Gino, do you recall who the very first network was that came out of the gate with the Plus? Was it Disney Plus? Were they kind of the original guys, or do I have that crossed up with somebody else? I can't remember.
No, I think you might be right, because at the same time it was Disney, Hulu, and ESPN all had the Plus because they're all owned by Disney. So I think that was the catalyst. I think they were the catalyst, actually.
They were the catalyst, right? And then shortly after them came HBO Max. We can't forget about Paramount Plus. Of course, Discovery Plus. Just the list goes on. And I remember you and I even making a joke that like none of these people can have an original thought. They're just hacking the plus onto the end of their name, and it's becoming like. That's their little mini subscription service. So Gino, just for the audience that may not know, first of all, if you're listening from another country, because we're seeing listenership go up in other parts of the world, thank you very much. If you don't know, the NFL stands for the National Football League. It is the biggest behemoth #1 sports league in America, and it is for the game of American football. And it is the organization behind the game of football here in America. So, Gino, what is the NFL's Plus service entail?
Okay, so the NFL... If we get a drum roll, please. So the NFL Plus, according to NFL.com, fans can take their game on the go. NFL Plus offers access to live out-of-market preseason games across all devices, live, local, and primetime regular season and postseason games on mobile devices, live, local, and national audio for every game, NFL Network shows on demand, NFL film archives, and more.
So one thing I'm kind of right out of the gate confused about is if we live in the San Francisco Bay Area market. So our local team is the San Francisco 49ers. Whenever the 49ers play, whether they play at home or they play on the road, we always get to see that game because that's our local franchise. Like that's our local team. Whether you like them or not is a different story. So I suppose if I'm understanding that correctly, if my favorite team happened to be the Chicago Bears from this great city of Chicago, but I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, this app is going to let me watch the Chicago Bears games, like wherever the Chicago Bears play, whether they play in Chicago or they play in some other city. Is that what that means?
Learned that last season, or just now, that last season, I think was their last year. They actually ended a year early. But with TV rights and so forth, they basically they don't want to interfere with that. There's other deals that are going on, and I can understand that. Also, according to theathletic.com, and this is more getting to like the business and marketing aspect of it, the broadcast industry continues to undergo radical shifts in how people consume content. While traditional linear TV continues to make up the bulk of the viewership, the numbers of U.S. TV household with cable or satellite has declined from 110 million several years ago to about 70 million today. Many of those cord-cutting households have opted for streaming services as replacement. So the NFL is going where its fans are going. About 5% of NFL live game viewership is digital, and that number is expected to rise. Younger fans tend to stream more, so sports leagues are trying to reach that demo where it's consuming content. Planning the NFL Plus has been several years in the making, with the league's owners brief on the launch in March.
Incredible. You just said so much there in just a few sentences. That's exactly why we wanted to jump on this quick hitter for you guys to listen to this. What Gino just basically said is this multi-billion-dollar behemoth organization is basically acknowledging the fact that the future of airing their games of their teams is not going to be on mainstream television networks. Gino said the reason why these games, you have to watch them on your mobile device and they don't want you doing it on your television, is to not infringe on the contracts they already have in place with ESPN, ABC, Fox, whatever, right? And the reason that is because those networks have already signed multi-million or billion-dollar deals with the NFL to show those games on their channel so they can sell advertising against the games. Okay? That's what's taking place. NBC signs a multi-year, multi-billion-dollar deal with the NFL so that the NFL plays games on NBC. Then NBC sales executives can sell advertising slots to the likes of Budweiser and Coca-Cola and McDonald's and Verizon Wireless. And that's how NBC makes their billions of dollars back. Okay? But what the NFL is acknowledging is, hey, look, younger people aren't tuning into the game on NBC. They're watching the game on their mobile device, whether that's on Twitter or that's on Amazon Prime or that's through a hack channel. They're not sitting down and watching NBC. In fact, more households are getting rid of their cable TV, so they don't even have NBC as a channel. Did you guys catch that? Right? They don't even have NBC as a channel. So therefore, the NFL's like, we better get on this plus tip. We better have a streaming service so that the younger fans can gain access to the games, and ultimately we can still do advertising to them through the app, which is what's going to eventually take place. Okay? Crazy, crazy shift in how media is being consumed. But it just goes to show you guys, we've been talking about this. That's why we have the MJO Snap Show. Just goes to show you the younger generation is all about streaming services and entertainment on streaming channels. They want to be able to chat with one another while they watch the games. They want to be able to interact with the game and with their friends in real time. Hence, Twitch is huge. Streaming services are huge. Cable TV going bye-bye. Do you agree with that, Gino? Do you agree or disagree? How do you see it?
You know how AT&T owns DirecTV. Well, DirecTV is giving up Sunday Ticket and the exclusive out-of-market rights after 28 years. Sunday Ticket, after this season, is expected to become a streaming service with Apple, Amazon, Disney, and Google are all reportedly interested in buying its rights, for what's expected to be at least $2 billion. That's according to theathletic.com.
Woo! When is that dropping?
After this season.
Wow. Guys, if you're listening to this quick hitter right now, remember the timestamp that we released this quick hitter when we're having this show. We are prophesizing right now that the future is of TV and cable is going to be shifting major. I'm talking ginormous shift. Now, here's the thing that Gino and I wanted to know, though. Is it better to start buying individual streaming services as opposed to cable? Well, let's just do a fun little equation here, Gino, together, you and I. Let's say someone wanted to buy Disney Plus, Hulu, HBO Max, the NFL Plus, a premium Netflix account, and Discovery Plus. 6 channels. Just 6. Ballpark, how much do you think they're paying per month for those 6, for all 6, if you had to guess?
I think around $50.
Around $50 a month? All right, where's that clapping sound? Because you got it right. Hit the clapping audio. You are just about there. 40 by our math, about $48 a month if you get just those 6 channels. All right, $7.99 for Disney Plus, Hulu $4.99, HBO Max $10 a month, NFL Plus $4.99, Netflix premium account without advertising $19.99 a month. That's huge. And Discovery Plus $4.99 a month, about $48 a month. Now, I looked up on my local Comcast internet TV. Comcast cable TV. They got packages for about $60 to $80 a month. You're more than halfway there for just 6 channels. If you go the route of cable TV, you get hundreds of channels for that much more. So, Gino, is it really worth it to just get those 6 streaming services, or is it better to stick with your cable plan?
To watch movies, I like to catch movies on the go. So anytime I want, then something like an HBO Max, that's well worth it.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. I feel it's too early to decide because you have pros and cons on both sides of the coin for the exact same reasons you just said. But I will say that if you start, and there's other streaming services you can get, Blaze TV, there's other things you can get, right, that we know about. And if you start adding on all of those services, you could blow out your cable TV bill and be, so I guess it really, like, if you really love Disney and all the Disney shows and the Marvel Universe and The Simpsons, and all you care about is that entertainment, then you can basically trim your cable bill all the way down to $7.99 a month. All right. But once you start adding these channels up individually, it adds up really quickly. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the future of this endeavor, where it all shifts. Hey, I'll just end it on this note. I could see cable TV going, you know what? Screw these streaming services. We'll make our cable TV $20 a month. And then everyone will be like jumping ship off the streaming services, and they'll get back on the cable TV tip because it'll be way cheaper just to get a cable TV package. So maybe in some ways this is going to level the playing field of how much the cable companies are charging all of us for TV. We'll have to wait and see, but it's getting interesting. Here's one thing you guys can count on. Very soon there will be an AdHeroe Podcast Plus. Bank on it. with some special episodes. It'll be $4.99 a month, coming soon to a streaming service near you. and on that note, Gino, what do you say we wrap it up and just let the audience maybe give us some feedback? What do you guys think? A streaming service is the way of the future? Are you a fan? Not a fan? Are you keeping your cable? Get on socials. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, at AdHeroe, at AdSymbol. You can find us all throughout social media. And you can even email us, theadheropodcast@gmail.com.
Smash that notification bell. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We appreciate you guys all over the globe. Thank you so much for tuning in. And anything else to add, Gino, before we wrap it up?
About it. Catch us every Monday. Like and subscribe, and find us on Apple, Spotify, Anchor.
All right, this has been the AdHeroe Podcast, Quick Hitter. I'm Matthew Olivieri.
And I'm Gino Giovanni.
We out.
Signing out.